Hi, and welcome back to the MattCast podcast. I am Matty Lights with my co-host Matty J. Episode 118. We don't have a funny theme for this one.
No, I
Not like
can't.
last. Did you
No,
see what I put in there for
no,
117?
not yet.
Okay, give it a look
Okay.
right there at the beginning. Um, I thought it was pretty funny, personally.
Honestly, I won't lie. I have been slacking on watching the episodes, but I have been seeing our views been
Climbing
more
pretty good.
more than like the three or four that we're used to.
Yeah. Well, also we're getting out of the off season, and so I think like with it also being more football themed, especially I kind of did clickbaity on the Diana Rossini controversy for
Fair.
one of
Yeah.
them for 116.
Mm-hmm.
So like yeah, we got a lot of views. Probably people were thinking, "Oh, cool." And then they have to wait an hour to get
To,
to Diana Rossini. So
I mean, we talk about it.
yeah,
We
we do.
watch.
We do actually talk about it. But
I think in the future, as I'm looking at myself in the monitor, I
mhm,
need to come over to you a little bit more so I'm not
yeah.
getting it's like the Mike was asking thing where it's like, look, I'm on a podcast, but like
Yeah.
the Heart Ventures could be bigger. Speaking of Heart Ventures, here's a nice ad read.
This week's episode of the MattCast podcast is brought to you by Heart Ventures Electrical Services. Looking for reliable, fast, and honest electrical work you can actually trust? Look no further than Heart Ventures Electrical Services. Whether it's a flickering light, a full panel upgrade, rewiring your dream home, Heart Ventures gets the job done safely, efficiently, and no shortcuts, no surprises.
What really sets Heart Ventures apart is their commitment to the community. He's not some big out of town chain. He lives here, he works here, and he stands behind every job he does. That means free estimates, clear communication, and service that treats your home like it's his own.
From emergency repairs to efficient, energy efficient upgrades, Heart Ventures Electrical Services has you covered 24/7. So next time something sparks, hopefully not literally, give them a call and see why your neighbors keep them on speed dial.
Thanks again, Joe, for sponsoring this episode's week of the MattCast.
How do you change so fast?
Yeah,
Oh, ho,
yeah, I
ho,
know.
ho. So,
I know it.
we got a couple things to talk about today. We're gonna do some picks because I kind of stole this idea. I forgot who it was, but he did say something kind of outrageous. He said Big Ben is top 5 quarterback in the last 30 years.
That's
And I was kind of sitting
crazy.
there like,
That's crazy.
maybe barely.
Five?
He might be number 5, barely to some people's, but I'm like, I don't even agree with that one.
If you had to pick five, if you could only pick five, I'm sorry, Big Ben's off the list. If you had 10, he's on that
Oh,
list.
yeah, 100%.
But five is kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm sitting there like, I see him at either 6 personally, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
Um, but so so we're doing like a top 10 pick of the quarterbacks from the last 26 years. So this year's 2026 all the way to 2000. So just this century. And then we have softball to talk about. We have film review of my two gun comp.
Mm.
And then what was the other one?
Are we
Looking at
touching?
the NFL schedules, like our own team schedules.
Are we touching fantasy football, or are we gonna save that until we get more commits?
Yeah, more commits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we gonna be doing where we interview them
We
and
can.
okay.
I would like to get an actual like
For one of yours that goes off of G-Man,
yeah.
is he gonna be comfortable
He probably will be.
being filmed?
I mean, he's been on the news before, so yeah, KUTV7.
Yeah, I'm aware of the
Yeah.
news. I'm just saying why. Like that's my
Um,
confusion. I'm not which news channel.
there was a fire and he was there on scene and then you see him multiple times.
Oh, because he
Yeah.
is a
Volunteer firefighter.
I
Yeah.
didn't know. All right,
Yeah.
we're cool to air that
Yeah.
business out. Okay.
Um, but so yeah.
Quick, what street was he born on? What's his high school mascot? What's his mom's maiden name? And what's your first pet's name?
Pass. But looking at our own team schedules, kind of making early predictions on that. And then
Can I wait if Aaron Donald is confirmed to come back.
You can revise yours.
My answers will probably change.
Oh, dude, like I would agree with you.
Yeah.
Once Aaron Donald,
If Aaron Donald's and dude, it's one of those things. It's just like I'm trying not to give myself that hope.
Yeah,
because dude, like I don't think people like have the memory that I do. When like I first became a Rams fan, it was 2010, 2011. I first moved from North Carolina to Virginia. And when I was in North Carolina, the big thing was baseball.
Yeah.
And I come to Virginia, the big thing's football. Who's your football team? I don't know, man. Well, like I watch the St. Louis Cardinals, I watch the St. Louis Blues, I'll watch the St. Louis Rams. Watch them. Everyone's dogging on me. Jeff Fisher's ass, Sam Bradford's ass, Tavon Austin just got whatever the heck. They're a dirty team, yada yada. They're trash. I feel so sorry for you. I don't know why you're doing this to yourself. They leave LA, and then things just happen to get better. But dude, like the first couple years of me being a fan, it was not like clear skies. So I don't know. It's one of those things that like people like, oh, look at it, and it's just like, nah, don't fucking. I have. It's either Sports Illustrated or I think it was Sports Illustrated. They had something if you signed up for like the newsletter, like, and you got like I think it was like a magazine subscription. You got a free Sports Illustrated like windbreaker with your team's like it was your team's colors, and it came with a little patch. I still have that little patch.
Oh, that's
from when it was the St. Louis Rams. So little sidebar, but if anyone comes after me for my fandom, I got receipts. I wasn't like born in St. Louis. I had family that was in St. Louis, and I was raised a Cardinals fan, raised a Blues fan. I'm jumping ahead of myself, but my crack a cold one for celebration is Jordan Walker winning the home run derby. Did you watch the home run derby?
I didn't watch it. I looked at clips. The one I saw was
electric
of Boston. When the Boston player was up, all the Philly fans were like
Wilson Contreras. He used to play for St. Louis, and then he did a good job playing the heel. Because I mean, so they had Bryce Harper and they had Kyle Schwarber both for Philly. And then Bryce Harper after Kyle Schwarber is like he's seen them hit nukes and he's like it's done, it's over. Fucking Jordan Walker shows up. And just put out an absolute show. MVP of the year. Give it to him now.
Kind of sidetracked a little bit, but we also we talked about, or I at least texted him. Now that we have a studio, we could potentially live stream us watching a game from inside the studio.
Yeah, absolutely. We could do 999s in here.
Yeah,
dude, it'll probably smell like hot dog for a little bit, but we could definitely do that.
Yeah, and I was just like, at that point, it's like finding a game we'd want to watch on a live stream
to make like watching football slightly more interesting. Are we going to do like a component of like adding a bingo or something of that nature? Just for like a little bit more engagement opposed to us just kind of like watching football and like talking without. Because we can't have the game on with us because they would kill us, like shoot us in the street like dogs.
Yeah, we're not busting with the boys where they can put the game on screen.
They don't even do that. They have it on like they just like they're not like the Manning cast. They're not. Give them a few years. They'll get a Manning cast type situation. Probably just for Titans game.
A local TV station or something like that. Yeah. I mean, they already did the alt cast for the SEC championship.
Was that them?
Yeah. I watched that one and they were pretty funny, but like they were just screaming the whole time because it was so loud in the stadium.
Oh, was that when they were like on the field?
Yeah. With Pat McAfee too.
I think so. Yeah.
But now that we're getting in the football season, we're gonna start picking up the gears here and getting things moving a little bit faster. We'll go back to our regularly scheduled Thursday uploads moving forward.
We'll get back into the trivia after each episode, all that good stuff.
So we got big things coming up, because we kind of didn't clarify at the end there because you had the poop, which for Huskers and Cyclones Bowling Green.
Uh huh.
Do you want to do this?
Let me look at my work schedule
Yeah.
first and figure that out.
And then on one of them, do you want it to just be us two going so we can like record?
I mean, for me, I guess kind of the more the merrier. If
Yeah.
we're recording and other people are okay with being recorded,
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be people in the stands that are going to get recorded.
Well, I was just saying on the car ride.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
same thing. Same thing. Like
Yeah.
if your significant other wants to come or anything of that nature.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Um yeah, so let's hop into we'll knock out softball first. Just kind of so we only had one game this weekend. We were supposed to play uh one hit wonders, but they're number 2 from the bottom and they forfeited. I think they either texted whoever's in charge and just said, "Hey, we're not showing up," or they can't get enough players. Whatever it is, right? Like just not everybody was there. And yeah, so they forfeited. It was also an extremely hot day too.
I was
So
I was not mad.
I was not mad about it either. And we kind of talked about it too, where it was just like, I really hope they don't show up.
Yeah,
It's just like just so I can go home. It's a 6:30 game.
we didn't mention we were in
Yeah.
when we got that text at like what noon or like
Yeah.
2:30 or something.
It was just past noon when that text message came out.
Yeah,
And
I was
along with
elated.
that text message, Coach Joe called me, and I remember telling you about this. He asked me, and he was like, "Hey, Coach Ken and I were thinking about forfeiting this game against Barachos." And I'm just like,
Which is in like that will be this upcoming week.
yes. And I
I
just
was
said,
glad that you're.
I just said no. And the reason why I said no, and I'm glad I said no, and I'm also glad we looked ahead too at Barachos because we were talking about trap games.
Yeah.
When we looked at Barachos, I'm just like, they've played the bottom of the league. They've only played 2 good teams, and both of them they held them within at least 1 inning. Like if they got an extra inning, they probably could have won.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is a team we can definitely beat. If we show up and like are playing in a good attitude, which I think this game Nope, it's a 9:30 game. So it's nope.
Was it
6:30.
9:30 or 6:30?
It's a 6:30.
Oh, I need to take a look at what time my work plan day.
Yeah, 6:30 game on Sunday against Barachos. Now that we got that one out of the way, like we already kind of talked about it a little bit last week. They have a 139 run differential, but again, played the bottom half of the league. So I think we have a pretty good chance.
I mean, who have they played that's top 5? We can. So
We're 4. So Sandlot Scrubs, Bats Head Crazy, and Kings and Queens. And Bats Head's Crazy kept him within 5.
So Alcoholics is 6.
Yep.
But they kind of blew them out.
Which I'm also fairly certain. No, we lost Alcoholics.
Yeah, that was our first.
And then Bats Head's Crazy. If we had our full roster, we probably would have won.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bats Head's Crazy.
So that's the only one that's in top 5.
Yeah.
And then Alcoholics is number 6.
Yeah.
For the Bats, it's crazy. How close was that game?
15-10.
So, I mean,
yeah.
Depending.
Like, if you have a good inning on the bats, you can easily make it up.
Oh.
But yeah, that's why I think I'm sitting there like, I don't want to forfeit to them. Also, I just don't like forfeiting.
Unless you, like, absolutely have to.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. Like, there's been other instances this where, like, Joe wants to get his money's worth. I'm surprised he's not trying to get our money's worth.
Yeah.
And then also just take a look. And I get his reasoning for and I don't know if we explained it. His reasoning is because he doesn't like if we take a really bad loss, it could really affect us.
Yes.
And I can understand that. I guess we have 2 more games after the fact, though.
Mhm.
So even if we do fall pretty bad, there's still room to kind
We
of
still
get
have
back up.
Guaranteed Great, who is number 7, and then SSA, who's middle of the pack
Yeah, both teams that we can.
win against.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. Now that we got that one out of the way, we have our game from last week, which kind of
What did I say? I said trap game, and honestly, like here's the thing: I think people overlook a certain amount of events that would take away from it being a trap game. But I think the 2 multi-run home runs that they had, people see that and they go like, you know what? That's kind of like a lucky situation. Like
yeah.
if they didn't have that, we would have like. But there were some plays that we had where they kind of like got away from us. They were being a little
Yeah.
lackadaisical, and it caused us to have more runs scored on us and stuff like that. So
yeah, like so one of our players, which Coach Joe, that's his brother Brian, got hit in the face by a fly ball.
I thought it kind of just got him on the noggin.
Yeah, so he was looking straight up at this moonshot and
Lost it in the lights.
Whatever, right? And then finally starts to bring his glove in, but just didn't get there in time.
Yeah.
And so what kind of took some of the blow off was that his glove did hit it at least.
Yeah.
But it went.
And what I would say too, I don't know, maybe just like as a sportsmanship side, like
they did stop running.
Not at first.
Not at first until I think one of their more seasoned players said.
I think one of I can't. I thought Ian had to run pretty much all the way over and get the ball. And they were still moving.
Oh, I thought they stopped running.
I could be wrong, but I thought that they were still kind of. I was like,
I know, like the first couple runners on base were moving.
Yeah,
and I get that, but it was like the person who actually hit it.
I think he stopped at 2, but I think everybody else came around.
Yeah, which honestly, that probably would have been a double if Brian had just missed it and not been hit. He was a fast player, anyways.
No, I think if Brian would have just bobbled it and dropped it, like I think he probably just would have kind of like jogged over to first. Oh, I'm going to be popped out. It doesn't. All right, well, I'm just going to stay on first. Like I'm lucky.
And then their runner who was at first stopped at third.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah. Like they were also like they came up and like asked, "Hey, is he good?"
Yeah.
And I was like,
and that was
appreciative of them too. Is that like they had that sportsmanship? Like, hey, is he good? Like, yeah. But yeah, we also kind of talked about it too when looking at.
Well, I talked
Turner.
I talked to Brian a few times. I was like, "Hey, man, like, are you just more annoyed that people keep asking you?" He's like, "Yeah, kind of." Like,
yeah,
because I was the same way of like everyone pulling him aside and like making it's like, "Oh, are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah, dude, I'm fine." Like,
yeah. So dealing with enough concussions and like that type of moonshot, that thing's coming down pretty fast. And like I just wanted to make sure he was good. I know he hasn't been the type of person who's gotten a hit like that before, probably. And so it's just like when it's someone who gets hit in the head the first time, I feel a little bit more nervous about it.
Yeah, I did think more or less. I think he's just more just like, like a portion of it is just like I'm just embarrassed that it
that it happened.
That it happened to me,
But yeah, so then we pulled in Brian to play catcher. You went out to play right field,
which like Greg kept asking me like, "Hey, like, do you want to?" And I was like, "No, I kind of want to I want to just have fun, try it out."
Yeah,
and I only had 3 plays that affected me or that I was involved in, which is funny because like before then they were hitting it kind of consistently over to that side. So like anytime Greg would tell me, "Hey, move over, hug the line," they would hit it completely the other side. And I was like,
it's probably because they saw, if this is what I was getting to a little bit before.
Yeah.
When we looked at Turner and they kind of turned around there, like they got 20-0'd a couple times, they got 15-0'd or like 15-1, whatever, right? And then all of a sudden they're keeping up with teams that are really good. And it's like, what happened there?
Yeah.
And we're like, did they just like bring in ringers and whatnot where I got hung up on ringers for 2 minutes?
No, I don't know.
And then Coach Joe was talking to me after, just like, dude, I think they completely washed their team and then brought on new people.
100%.
Yeah.
Because when we were looking at like when we played with them, I only recognized probably like
people.
3 people, but everyone else was like, you weren't
Yeah.
there the other day. You weren't there the other day.
Their third baseman, their catcher, and then I think their second baseman were the only people I recognized.
It was the white boy, the pitcher,
Yeah.
and then
But their pitcher now was at third because that was a completely different pitcher.
I thought no, the pitcher was always the pitcher. His name's Jesse.
Oh,
Same guy.
okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the same person, but yeah. Yeah, we went into extra innings.
Yeah.
And they did. I heard someone say Texas rules, and I'm just like, "What's that?" And then they explained it. I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, very interesting setup there. I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either. It makes it go faster too. So with Texas rules, you get one pitch. If it's a strike, it's an out. If it's a foul, it's an out. And if it's a ball, it's an automatic walk.
Yep.
And you start with a runner on second.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, all right, that's cool. And we did a great job on defense. We only let in one run.
Yes. Yeah.
And that was just a runner on second. I made a diving play for a ball that went right by me. I missed it, but I slowed it down.
Hold on. All right. You did. It wasn't a diving. It was more of like a sliding. Like you stuck. You like kind of like. You know when you in soccer when you do like where you chirp with your legs. That's kind of what you did.
Well, I slid out stomach with my glove out.
If I remember, it hit your leg, didn't it?
No, it hit my glove.
I thought it hit your leg.
No, it hit my glove. Okay. But yeah, I kind of like slid out stomach first because I wanted to get the stop. Look at second because I remember their batter was slow.
Yeah.
Look at second, hold him, and then turn it.
Yeah.
But I took a hop and like just went on the top part of my glove.
Was that like the?
It was their like one of their.
No, I know. I
don't want to say chubbier guys, but chubbier guys.
I'm just trying to remember. Wasn't that like their last out?
No, that was the first out.
That was the first out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Jacob ran up on it, and that person on second ran the third, and then Jacob threw it to first, got the out.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then Joe got the ball at third, and he kind of like was holding it, like making sure the dude didn't run. I messed up, and I forgot to cover home for Brian.
I think that happened. Didn't that happen twice?
Twice.
Yeah.
I forgot to cover home, but also, mind you, I had to change jerseys halfway through the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's how bad I was sweating. And yeah, I was not hydration-wise prepared for the game.
Yeah.
And that heat. I plan to be this week at least. But I should have covered home because it probably would have been an out.
Well, that's the nice thing about this week is it's another 9:30 game.
Yes. But yeah, so they got one run scored in. I remember I was the third batter. Then we got another out at first. Shortly after that one. So like we let the bases clear, got another out. Pretty easy.
Was that in the extra innings or was that the inning before where they hit it like basically to the fence? It actually did hit off the fence. Was that the inning before?
That was the inning before.
Okay, I remember that happening.
Yeah.
We were like me and Aaron, like Ian, were like, just go over, just being out, just go over, being out.
Yeah, then that's what I was hoping for. I'm like,
it hit, and then it shot completely off from what it was. So I was happy to get it in from when I could.
Yeah, because I think that was when they scored the run to tie it back up.
I think so. Yeah, maybe.
Or like they went just ahead, and then we were able to get some. Yeah, they scored 4 runs that inning, and we scored none, and they tied it up.
And then I think in extras they went up by 1.
Yep, and then we scored 2.
Yep.
Because Noah was the first batter, Brian was the runner on second.
Yes.
And Ian or Noah hit one into right field or right center, got caught out. And then Ian hit one middle.
Mm.
Got Brian the fucking third. I think we sent him home.
I don't
No,
remember.
we kept him. We held him.
Because he didn't move whenever the hit, so they were like,
Yeah.
you need to go just to get the third. Yeah.
Ian hit. I walked.
You walked.
Dude, I was sitting there so nervous. It hit like the back part of the triangle.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there like, thank fucking God.
Yeah.
I was just like, but also at the same time, it looked flat to me.
Well, dude, that picture was all over the place.
Yeah.
It would be like a line drive.
Yeah.
Or just an absolute like
Moonshot.
Yeah.
And I was kind of having that same problem too.
Take a shot the amount of times we said moonshot this episode.
Yeah. I kind of was having the same problem pitching too, where it was just like I was either deadly accurate or I was like completely over them.
Well, before they moved me from catcher to outfield, dude, that one that he kind of showed up late. He was like the older guy.
Yeah.
You felt bad for you because where you were pitching was over the plate. They should have been strikes.
That's what I thought. I was sitting there like
I was going to tell you, but I think the Brian thing happened kind of shortly after that.
Yeah.
Which I think it was that same player.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was going to tell you because, and I don't know if you noticed me, I moved over. And from what I've noticed, at least when I'm catching for you, is like, depending on where I stand, you tend to kind of lean towards that area.
Yeah.
So I try to stand right behind the plate.
Mm-hmm.
Or if there's a certain way that the ump's calling it, I'll lean towards that way.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. So with that one guy, he was literally heels were behind the batter's box line. So that's why I don't know if you noticed, he practically wasn't in the box. He was practically like just standing.
So that's why everything was just ball.
That's why everything was a ball because it was over middle of the plate. And that's the thing. Like I was like looking, I was like, these are strikes.
Yeah, for everybody else, it's a strike.
But for him, since he's so far back, are we going to call it a ball because he's not?
What
kind
the
of over the plate? Yeah,
that's wild.
I saw that and I was like, "Oh, I need to tell you that because
that makes so much more sense." Because
I completely forgot about it until
I 3-1'd him the next at bat too.
Yeah,
that he had, and then I was just like, "What the fuck?" Like,
yeah,
these are good pitches. I was sitting there like I felt good about this ball. And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah,
yeah. And then I'd throw one super high to get it a little bit deeper. So I'm like,
maybe that's the problem.
And then it'd just be moonshot for those of you at home. Moonshot straight up. And I was just like, I could not figure it out. And I was like, finally,
I meant to tell you but that's when the whole Brian thing happened, and it just completely, and then I got moved out from. But that's what happened.
Okay, that makes so much more sense. But so I walked to first because he hit the plate, and I was like, thank fucking God. Like I was sitting there like, I don't want to be the next out. Joe flew out, which I was really hoping Ian would tag up. But it was such a deep shot that like me and Ian were both like creeping up.
Well,
Joe's hit was like practically to the fence.
Oh, but Brian tagged up.
Yeah, Brian tagged up and got home.
Yeah.
So like we tied it back up again. So like we're good there. I was really hoping Ian would tag up to like get the runner in the next position.
Yeah.
So that it's a guaranteed,
But then Jacob
hit a single.
Yep.
That moved me to second, move Ian to first.
Third.
Third. And then Alex was which honestly, dude, I was like, Alex, no.
It's even funnier. He could have taken the pitch and still won us the game because it was
at his feet.
And he literally said like, I was swinging. And I was like, all right.
Well. It was like, and I watched it. It was like
it was literally
within inches, but like it was within inches of the foul ball line or the foul line.
I don't think it was that close.
It looked like it from my angle of that second.
No, from the dugout, we knew it was a score. And we knew that was a single all day.
But I was just like, bro, just take the pitch. Just like get the easy walk.
Yeah.
And then we don't have to worry about it. And when he swung, I was just like, my heart dropped.
I think everyone had that same level of like, what are you doing?
Because like it could have been an easy, snag at the third baseline.
Yeah.
And then
I would say that game was a lot closer than it needed to be.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's why I contribute to trap game.
Yeah.
No disrespect on Turner. I'll
Nope.
actually kind of take back the thing I said about them not having sportsmanship about the Bryant injury. I guess I was wrong on that.
Yeah.
I thought I saw something different, but
Yeah, I think their runners on second and third continued home, which like that one I get. Like you could have easily scored either way, but the runner on first stopped at third, and the runner, the person who hit, stopped at second. Which like, yeah, you could have stopped at first, but like, yeah.
So HMD probably looking to be like a dogfight, huh?
Looking like a dogfight. They have pretty similar to us. They just have a better run differential. They've beaten some teams we lost to. We've beaten some teams they've lost to. So it's like
pretty consistently double digits, though.
Yeah. And
except for whatever happened versus Weeze Concrete. What happened there?
No idea. It looked like a defensive battle all day.
Must have been.
But, I mean, we
hadn't Colin for this week?
No, we have Josh.
Oh.
Which, like, with Josh in his outfield performance, I can trust him out there.
I agree.
And he's a consistent enough hitter that I feel confident with the rest of our lineup. Either way, though, like, if we move up to third, we'll probably look to play America. If we stay in fourth,
Morocco is a fun team to play.
We'll play Flooring Nuvo, who we haven't seen before.
That's what I was about to say. I don't think we've seen them.
Yeah. I did sub in for Beer City last week as well. Like, I showed up my normal 30 minutes beforehand, and one of their like leader, coach, whatever.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because I felt slightly disrespected because I was there.
Yeah.
And they completely ignored me, saw you, and immediately as you showed up, I'm talking to you, and they're like, hey, man, like, you want to play? And I was like, motherfucker, I was here too.
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck, man? Like, it's like, I feel slighted.
And it's like one of the things is like I got better physiques than half these motherfuckers here.
On that team. Yeah. I was sitting there like,
the guy that fucking got injured, like, about your size, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm probably younger. Like,
also, one thing that my wonderful girlfriend said we need to talk about was your catch in the right field.
Yeah.
Dude, what a beautiful whole effort. No, like when I say
if you're like an outfield coach or an outfield player,
oh yeah,
dude,
terrible.
You're probably like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm talking about purely effort wise.
Oh sure,
dude. Yeah, you stuck with the play all the way through.
So to give you my POV, I have made it clear several times, like fly balls and like just being out in the outfield, like I just have a hard time reading them. Don't know what it is. Behind the plate, fly balls, it's usually like kind of an up and down, and I can read that pretty easy. But that whole arc thing, I don't know why.
Just fucks with you.
Just my brain can't.
Yeah.
It's a monkey brain because you cannot handle it.
It's fucking two symbols.
Seriously.
Yeah.
We're doing okay. I think it's like my first or second play out there, and I'm tracking this ball, and then I don't know why. I almost went to catch it, like how you would catch a pinch.
Yeah, a kick
return.
Yeah.
I squatted down, I got down, and put both my hands like this, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And it like practically like hit off my chest.
Yeah.
So I popped it up with my bare hand, which is like literally like I don't know what's with me, and just
you
like,
go for the bare hand every time.
Go for the bare hand every time, and it's not to be flashy.
Yeah.
It's just my body just like catches.
Yeah.
So I pop it up, or like I think I went to go catch it with both, and it just kind of pops out.
Yeah.
And then I kind of flick it with my bare hand, and then while I'm falling forward, I just extend, catch, and then I rifle it into second because I saw
beautiful throw.
Because I saw homeboy didn't tag up.
Yeah.
Which then we learned a rule off of first contact, the player is allowed to move up without a tag up.
No, so he tagged up off your first contact.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. I guess I didn't see him tag up. I just took it as like, if you kind of bobble it, but you still get a catch, they can move off of the bobble, is how I was.
Yeah. That's so yeah, he stayed tagged that whole time.
That was my first play in the
Yeah.
outfield, and I was like, it can only get worse from here.
Yeah. And then I was joking around with Alex, no, with Alex, who made a very low effort play
Yeah.
and let a runner get up to second
Mm.
because he bobbled it.
Mm.
And I was just like, Matt's over there fucking diving for the ball, man, putting it all out there while you're sitting there fumble fucking around, kicking in the
Yeah.
dirt. And like their parents heard that, was laughing because they're like, because they thought the same thing too.
Yeah.
Um,
But then my next play, because I had three. I talked about the one that hit off the fence earlier. That like not much I could do there except
Yeah.
for like run and try to catch it against the wall. That ain't happening.
yeah.
The one catch, and then the other one was just a ground ball. But like we didn't talk about it. That grass was so
Dude,
wet
soaking wet.
and mildew, or not mildewy,
Just
like
dewy.
just dewy.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Did you
I
see
went
me
for.
bring out a towel in my back pocket just to clean off the ball?
I was anytime it touched me, I was trying to rub it down
Yeah.
before I would throw it in. Unless it was like a live ball, then
Yeah.
I would just huck it in. But yeah, ground ball, I go to scoop it with my glove, and it just like whoop, it
Yeah.
just literally like comes up and out, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Grab it, soaking wet, huck it in, and I was like, "Jesus!" Like,
Yeah.
they aren't kidding. Like this thing is wet.
Sucked.
Yeah. And that
Yeah.
ball just it held every bit of water.
Oh yeah. I also looked at their ball too.
Looked a
Nowhere
little,
on it did it say like the standard markings on it. And I
it
was like,
looked a little worn too.
I was halfway tempted to tell Chachi like, hey, they need to get a different ball.
Yeah.
Like once I saw the umpires, like Smoko, he was checking for the stamps and he showed me what stamps are needed for it. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna do that every time I get a game ball now because I want to check it and make sure, even if it's like a foul ball.
Yeah, that's
Because I
fair.
don't want them using, some ball that like can give them extra, velo and fucking.
I think that's a like a thing that you could like talk about. Like you look at it and you're like, what the fuck is this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's a bad look.
Yeah. And also, after I found a rock in a ball too, because like one team had hit it foul, they gave me another game ball, and I grab it. I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
I was just like, there's a rock embedded in this,
Yeah.
and it's scarred up the shit. I'm not like.
We're not
First
using
off, someone hits this hard enough and sends a fucking rock at me or at my catcher.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're having problems.
Yeah. Problems. Yeah. And then they gave me a clean ball, but yeah. I always check it every time just to make sure there's no scuffs or marks, especially if it's one coming from their dugout. I want to check and make sure it's good to go. Because that could be an easy way, potentially scummy way.
I mean, not even to talk about the scumminess. Like, we can put that aside. Like, we don't need to kind of put like people into that.
I'm not saying that against Turner, but I'm just saying like that practice.
Like there are some bad eggs out there, but I mean the safety side of like, hey, this has scuffs.
Yeah.
Like this has a rock in it. Like,
yeah,
I think that's very reasonable thing to say.
I'm also thinking more about like the markings too and making sure it's the right ball.
Yeah, I get it.
Because they can put in a juiced ball.
Well, even if it's like a mistake, like their daughter plays softball and they have different regulations, and they just grab the first one they see in the bag. And
and like
it's slightly undersized, but you wouldn't know it by looking at it.
Yeah, and so that's why I check the stamps every time now.
Yeah,
but that's done and out of the way. I kind of need the pee.
Okay.
And then which one do you want to go into next? Our predictions or two gun?
I don't know.
You want to do two gun and then go into football?
Yeah.
And just kind of keep it going all that way?
Yeah, and then we'll finish off with the QB talk.
Yeah. That was my thinking. Now, do you want to watch the full videos or like the edited down ones where like I forgot to hit the no record or I hit it too early?
I guess what's the difference in time? Like
30, 40 seconds per.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. Well, that would be like
some of them are a little bit longer.
Okay.
Longers.
I guess as long as you don't say anything interesting. So let's talk about the environment, because I was gonna go and be your little lackey, and then my mom had some yard work she wanted to do, and then I get over there, and it's like hot as hell.
Yeah. It was hot as hell there too.
Yeah. No, I'm
Um,
looking at it like an area with like little to no shade.
So there's
And
an
you're-
awning behind us
Sure.
where like we kind of all chill out, and you'll see it in one of the other videos too,
Mm.
where you'll see the awning with it, and from there you'll be able to like there
But
is shade.
you posted on your socials like a photo of it with
The Dune Sea theme.
yeah.
And I was just like, I said that joke, and it was like someone said, "All right, that's pretty funny."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Thank you, I thought so too." But yeah, so we'll get into it.
So this first event you're doing
Rifle and pistol. That dude in the red
It's
shirt.
a DPMS. That's how cheap I am.
Oh fuck! It's a DPMS. Oh,
I built it though.
no, I'm in the.
I did build the gun.
That's not.
if we want to
DPMS.
pause, what's the
Well,
DPMS?
DPMS is a brand.
Oh, okay. They're
I don't know
notoriously
what.
cheap.
Yeah, it's notoriously cheap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those ones are a bitch. All right, let's load up your rifle and then.
These aren't family friendly events I'm seeing.
How wet you gotta run? This thing?
Not super.
More lube, the better.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Yeah, like I lubed it up before that because I
start
forgot to
over there.
clean it before the match. And he was like, "What the
I realized
hell,
my
man?"
water bottle
Like,
was in the way. Hopefully my rounds are not wet.
Yeah, it's gunpowder to the side. All right, load. Make ready with your pistol. Oh fuck, an iron sighted block. Copper shells go badass over here.
so what I'm doing
I'm also
there
poor for
is that I'm pulling a mag, like my fourth mag, because I will carry 3 on me.
Mhm.
I take my fourth mag, put it in there, load 1 round in the chamber, put it in my holster, and then grab a full mag and put it in there so I have 1 in the chamber.
Gotcha.
You can't show up, like you can't roll up to it with 1 in the chamber. You have to bring like an extra mag to get 1 in the chamber.
To the event or to
Just like
each-
any stage. Because at the end of every stage you have to show and clear and everything
Gotcha.
like that. So like, and your weapon has to stay empty until you're up on the stage.
Okay.
It's extreme, like they take it, super safe and everything.
the red dots. They're all 400 or plus. At least the good ones.
Get a shitty one.
I was thinking about it.
I ran a shitty one on my Glock forever with one of those.
Me
dovetail
drying
ones.
off my hands
Worked
because it's
perfectly
already
until
that
you
hot
didn't.
out.
That
Well,
was-
and you
took the
sweat.
dry off. That's why I
Yeah.
wear safety glasses. All right,
right.
shooter. Do you understand the course of fire?
I think.
All right, are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by.
For reiteration, all the brown paper targets are pistol. All the white ones are rifles.
Gotcha. So
Yep.
you'd be going back through this area in a
Yeah.
second. I'm assuming you can't turn any more to the left or to the right because then you would be
Break the
disqualified.
180. Yes.
Gotcha.
So like I can physically turn my body, but my barrel has to be staying
So
down
you
that
could
way.
run kind of like this where you're okay.
Yeah. You put an extra round just to make sure.
Does that cost you any points or?
Just time. Pretty clean reload, if I do say so myself.
Is it 2 shots per target?
Yep, 2 shots per paper target.
So when you do 3, do they just do the best of 3?
Best of 2.
Best of 2. Sorry.
Yep.
So you can put as many shots into the target as you want.
Yeah.
Okay. But since it's also scoring on time,
Yeah. It's your
behooves
prerogative
you
to do
to-
it. Yeah.
why put more shots on target if you need to?
Yeah.
I see clear. Camera down.
And anytime you see me, especially with pistol, putting an extra round into the target is because I can see one's a Charlie
Mm.
and one's an Alpha. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just going to put an extra one in alpha to give me a better, hit factor or whatever.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it now because it's going to come up again. Were you okay?
Yeah.
It shows it in this first clip, and you're going to see it repeatedly throughout these clips. You're grunting or
Yeah.
like
Groaning,
something.
whatever, right?
Yeah, it sounds like you either you have a herniated disc and you're bending over, and it's like, "Ugh," like so.
Yeah.
What is going on?
So we're all
there?
goofing about. Most of us there are like veterans or like lift older and whatnot. So we all were joking around like it hurts to bend over, shit like that. And so we're just kind of playing into the gag of like,
Okay.
yeah.
Also, yeah, there's. Oh, there we go. Okay.
So this one was all pistol,
Mhm.
and it was like the title of it was like "Speed Run It, I Dare You," and you'll kind of see why. Like all the targets kind of flow into one view.
Okay.
Shooter, are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by.
Did you only hit that one?
So in the head, there's a little T zone that counts as a double alpha with one shot
Gotcha.
because it's like,
Well, if you hit that T zone twice, would you get alpha, or
no, it just be they count. It's kind of like the same thing with like you put 3 rounds in the one paper target.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Unload, show clear. You are clear. Hammer.
So that steel target right there, when I did my first walkthrough, did not even see that target there.
Yeah.
That steel one. It wasn't until like,
Is that why they said like, hey, speed run it, I dare ya?
yeah. And it wasn't until like I was getting ready, like I was on deck and I'm watching the person in front of me, and then I just see the dude turn and ping, and I'm like, wait, there's a target there? And I'm just like, oh my god, I did not know that. I'm so glad I paid attention just before going up there, because I would have completely missed it. Yeah.
Down and holster.
There's
20.
You can edit that out.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by.
Do you need to put the rifle on safe before you put it into the?
I'm just standing back.
Four shots for that target, huh?
Yeah. My first couple were Charlie's, and I'm like, all right.
Bro, I thought that was a swastika for half a second.
Yeah.
I was like, what the? And then I was like, oh,
So
we're good.
Right here, you can see me. Did not see this target back here, and I'm kind of like, I'm getting ready to drop and make clear.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just going to peek.
Oh.
You are finished. Unload, so clear. Clear. Hammer down. Holster. All right, clear. Right?
Yep.
I'm assuming if you drop and make clear, you're done.
Yep.
Or if you drop mag and then you're like, oh, there's still another target there. I haven't shot
You can
clear.
put in another one too.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So before this one gets started, I'm going to drop my magazine when I draw.
Yeah.
And what happened was I presented and bumped my mag release, but because I have massive hands, it kind of just like through friction kind of held it in until I shot, and then it dropped.
For anyone, have we ever addressed what you're shooting specifically? Just for if anybody like who's watching this is curious.
I'm shooting a Glock 19 Gen 3, which I did put in a mag release extender because on the traditional like one that comes stock, it is way too small, and I would have to change up my whole grip to release the magazine, With this one, I don't have to change up my grip, but also the caveat to that is you've made it longer, so you could potentially hit it. But also, I could have potentially hit it before I changed out the mag release.
Gotcha.
And then I'm shooting a DPMS DR15, like their newer version of it, because there was an older one, with a West Hunter 1.2 to 6 by 24.
Here, one second. One of our. Hey, this is a business call. Are you good to take this?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you and Brian looking to come back for fantasy football this season?
I think he enjoyed it.
All right, perfect.
Okay. So we'll book you guys as confirmed. With that, we're doing something new this year where we're gonna interview the coaches for the MattCast. Are you too comfortable with being on camera?
I don't know about he, but I might. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
About it, but I don't know how he'd feel about that.
All right. Worst comes worst, he can just give you all the answers beforehand. And
Yeah.
you can be the spokesperson, but
Okay.
okay.
All right.
Sounds good. We just
Perfect.
wanted to confirm that. And did you want to go walking later on today?
Yeah, Brian, I'm just finishing up for the day, so I'll go home and eat, and I'll give you a call.
All right. Sounds good, Mom.
All right, love you.
All right. Love you too. Bye. Just because I tell the competitor I love her doesn't mean I
You have any love when it comes game
It comes
time,
to
you
game
know?
time, yeah.
So,
she's no longer my mom. She is.
West Hunter LPVO. That's my optic. I run a Streamlight, flashlight on it, which like I don't really need to since most of it's all daytime.
Yeah.
But I run it for the off chance there is a night shoot,
Mm.
since I'm too poor to afford night vision. Which if anybody wants to be a donor and give me night vision, I will love you long time.
Sponsor them. Yeah.
And I run a BCG compensator, which is the reason why I have to do two-gun competition or PCSL competition, because I am running an actual compensator, because it keeps you more level. Now, if I just ran a flash hider, I wouldn't have to be in competition. I could just do standard, but also I couldn't have a foregrip.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So like your attachments determine what divisions you can pick.
The BCG, the stabilizer, what part of the gun is that?
The muzzle.
Gotcha. So that's something that's visible on that they can see.
Yes.
Okay.
You can also run suppressors in competition division as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you'll see it when I'm shooting rifle. My compensator pushes back a lot of gas, and it does make it very much less recoil. And it pushes out so much gas, it actually breaks some of the wood, like these 1x2s.
Your gun just shooting?
Yeah, like the explosive like powder that's coming out of my muzzle brake breaks some of the wood.
I'll tell you, shooting next to your gun, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does push a lot of gas.
Stand by.
Oh, sorry. There is a drop mag target on this. So what a drop mag is that when you go to shoot that target, you have to pull the magazine out and shoot before you can move to like a different area. And that's just to show that the weapon is fully clear, because there won't be a round in the chamber, whatever, right?
Why is there a part of that in the competition?
Because you're just moving from one bay to another to engage more targets.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you break that 180?
No. Well, you do, but your weapon is clear and
So
holstered,
it's
it's safe.
Shit. Oh, you need that. Hey, that part's later.
And my buddies are saying, "Hey, that comes later, man."
I heard that.
Yeah.
Where they're like, yeah, you gotta do that. Oh, see, we're
Yeah.
seeing the break right there on that left hand
Yeah.
side.
I missed a double alpha on that headshot there.
Mm.
And right there, I'm looking for my good mag because I have one mag that is not super reliable.
If complete, unload and show clear. If clear, hammer down and holster. 94.45.
So that was my official time, was 94.95. And then I was the first person in my squad to actually retain my mag that I dropped. Because a lot of people...
retaining that pack.
Oh, yeah.
That's what homie was saying. Like, I put it on the table, and then I put it in my back pocket to run over to the next stage.
Gotcha. I guess
Yeah.
I don't understand, like...
So, some people were just leaving their mag right there on the dirt, and, like, they had just reloaded, did the drop mag, but left that mag there, so they only had one more when they went to the other side.
Gotcha, okay.
And so, like, because I retained my mag, I didn't run out of ammo going through that the second part of the stage.
And they can't run back and get it.
You can,
But you'd have to drop next to clear.
show clear, and then run over there.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But that's also just taking away your time.
Right.
Yeah.
So you might as well just...
Say fuck it at that point. And this was the last stage, all rifle.
All right, shooter. Are you ready, bud?
Yep.
And I was the first shooter of the stage. It was the last stage of the day, so I'm just kind of dumping extra rounds per target, because fuck it.
Was that because you're on safety when you're moving?
Nope. That one was because I had my foot on the little orange square right there. Here, I'll kind of back up a little bit, if you can see it.
I mean, you can see, like, the... yeah, I think you're a little too far back.
Yeah, but there's okay, you can kind of see this orange square right there, right?
Yeah.
If any part of my foot is touching the ground on the outside, I'm automatically DQ'd from that stage.
Gotcha.
Or like if you're shooting, right? What happened was that I was standing on it and my foot slipped and I was about to pull the trigger and I was like, whoop. And then just like put my foot back, kind of leaned, just to make sure I don't get DQ'd on the last stage.
Just for your toe being out of bounds.
But I should have reloaded before going up there. And then I have like...
When does your time stop?
On your last shot.
Gotcha.
Because I carry a shot timer, right? Which, times when your shot goes on.
Third time, actually.
What was you saying about the third time?
I was trying to send my bolt home just a little bit too fast before the flag got put in. Or I'd forget where my flag was at. And he's been kind of like running the timer for me every time. I was like, third time. And this is just me kind of checking out what I did.
2-2 Alpha Charlie.
Oh, VG's.
No, when did you have to reload?
Huh?
What did you have to reload?
Up there.
Break you ran.
But also, I was putting like 3 or 4 rounds per target.
What break is that?
BCG, I think.
What?
BCG.
Big cranking gun.
I don't know what BCG stands for. I'm kind of just walking around bullshit and whatever.
Are you ever gonna do? Are these videos always just gonna kind of live a part of this show, or are you ever thinking about doing like your own video where you just kind of have them
No,
like?
it's not. Don't listen
Like
to him.
another channel or something like that.
I mean, you could be another channel, but just
Yeah.
just kind of being like.
Potentially. I
Yeah.
was thinking
Better
of
do it
putting them up.
standing.
That was the whole plan, pussy. What do you mean you better do it standing?
No, you got the barrel right there. I've been seeing people kneel.
So like I was kind of trying to set the precedent to like hit those 50-yard targets standing. Don't kneel, don't be supported, Let's see who can really shoot a 50-yard target, like a 8-inch diameter target at 50 yards standing.
Yeah.
And people were kind of getting confused, like, what do you mean standing?
No, you have to do it standing.
No. Oh, that's right. You just wanted to. If you stupid cock.
This is me just like I back in the little awning area, and since it was the last stage, they're just chilling.
What are the pieces of paper that they have?
Oh, that's pasties to cover up the targets so that we can score.
Oh,
So like in between rounds when you're not shooting, you have to go out and paste the targets.
is that a clay pigeon launcher?
No, that is a
Like spray paint?
what? Right
Or
here?
what? No. That thing. What is
This?
that thing?
That's a gun. So some people
That's a gun.
that's a rifle.
Oh, okay. I see it now.
Yeah, there's a water bottle right there, right?
Okay.
Some
I was
people
looking at the unit as a whole,
yeah.
and not individual parts. So
Yeah.
that makes I can see the gun now.
Some people have strollers, like baby strollers, that they attach like ATV gun racks to and just stick their rifles in, and they can have their ammo underneath. One dude put up like a board on like the baby stroller and like screwed in holsters, whatever, right? Mag pouches and stuff like that. Just has all of his ammo right there for everything he needs. One person has a golf caddy cart that he turned into like a gun cart and whatnot. And you kind of see it when I walk over here. Is that I even have my own little cart deal because the first time I went there, I just carried everything from stage to stage, and I'm like, this is miserable.
Yeah.
And I saw people with carts. I'm like, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
But because it's the last stage, I'm just unloading all my ammo out of my mags, making sure I'm safe.
It's my Glock. I just put it in there so I don't have to fucking have it on my hip.
What's that? More spit. Sure, are you ready?
And he did this all red dot too. That's my boy Justin. His nickname is Ling Ling, self-given. He was a Marine infantry, and we kind of been homies. He's been part of my squad every event, and so like we just kind of like built up that like
rapport.
Yeah, rapport. In guy friendship terms, we have Xbox gamer tags exchange, so it's getting kind of serious,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the 2-gun match. I placed 21 out of 37 and 11 out of 20 in my division. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, man, I shot really good today. I did really good. I only had 1 Delta. Everything else was all Alphas and Charlies. I felt really good. My times were all good. Everybody else was just shooting just as good as me, though, or better.
And faster.
Yeah. And I was just like, damn. Like, the one day I felt really good about my shooting, everybody else was on top of their game, too. So, it is what it is, though. Going into, we'll start off with the Rams.
Okay.
Since yours is potentially going to be revised.
Can we blow it up, man? I'm having a hard time. Like, I'm looking at this. I'm like, Jesus. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
That's Yeah, whatever. It'll work. It'll do. I don't know why, but whenever the NCAA version, man, isn't that just what the
I
hell?
just clicked on State Farm. Is there a zoom option?
You do Control Plus. And do that. There you go. Okay, so we're not doing preseason, yeah?
No, not preseason.
So week 1, Thursday night football versus San Francisco 49 at home. I'm going to give us the home opener.
I think that's fair.
The Giants, I'm kind of interested to see how they do.
I'm interested too.
Right now, I'm going to give us that edge.
Mhm.
I mean, they got rid of Sexy Dexy. I don't know if Malik Neighbors is going to be back by then. I don't think he will be.
I don't think so.
I'm interested to see if Cam Scatterboo's back by then.
He should be.
He should be.
He was in OTAs and
Yeah.
spring training.
I don't know if he's going to, like, something between now and then. Jackson Dart, been doing really well. So I'm a little nervous for him, but especially them getting rid of Dexter Lawrence and that defensive side. Kind of like, I don't know. I'm not as worried as I was maybe at the end of how they were last year. So I'm gonna give us another W.
You're playing in Denver.
In Denver, I mean, man, like I'm gonna give us Denver too, man. Like, Nick's being hurt. I don't know if he's gonna be back ready to go. And I'm kind of interested to see if sophomore slump.
Yeah.
See how he does there.
Honestly,
I
I
haven't
think
really made any big splashes in the offseason.
Your first 4 games.
Philly, I'm a little like at Philly. I don't know. Like I know last year we definitely could have beat them at Philly. Like those are games that like we can win, but does some dumb stuff happen?
Yeah, because that was the block to kick return for a touchdown last year. Yeah.
But we also had we had a pretty decent lead that we let it go. And that was at Philly. So I'm a little nervous on it. I'm a little nervous too because like they got rid of AJ Brown, so I wonder how that
if
chemistry
Devonta Smith
is going to be in that locker room. Is it going to just be more better vibes overall? I'm going to give us a win here. So we're going to go 4-0.
Do you think like a 3-point game, like one possession game?
Yeah, I think that Philly game is going to be like whoever has the ball last is going to
determine it.
Yeah. It's going to be a 1-score game for sure. Buffalo, man, that's tough. That's another tough one for us. I'm not loving our schedule right now, man. It's not as easy as I would want it to be in the first 5 weeks. Monday night game in SoFi. I'm apprehensive on this one, man.
I personally,
I'd
love to say a dub.
I would love to say a dub too, but I just see where, and like here's the thing, is I feel like we can be 4-1 at that 5-week mark. Now, do we drop it to Philly or do we drop it to Buffalo?
I agree.
It's either interchangeable from there.
Yeah.
So let's just say 5-1, and either we beat Buffalo after losing to Philly, or we
beat Philly, lose to Buffalo,
something in that. Yeah. And obviously this is like everyone being healthy. Like I'm more looking at like just raw gameplay opposed to like
injuries, all that. Yeah. All the dynamics that hit the
Rams
season
is like how I'm looking at it. If the Rams are 100% healthy, like how they are going into the season, opposed to like last year, and which I like. That was some of the things I was looking at with New York was like their injuries from last year or Denver's injuries from last year. That's I don't know if I made that make sense. That's how I'm looking. Obviously, Arizona, I'm obviously going to put us as a win. Vegas, I'm going to put us as a win.
So the Arizona Arizona fans, there's been some haters out there talking on the Rams Pickett up, Myles Garrett, and then potentially Aaron Donald. They're saying it's all to stop Carson Beck. And I'm just
Who
like,
knows? Who knows if that's even their starter?
yeah,
Like, who knows if that's even their
it
starter?
could be Jacoby Brissett
It
still.
could. I mean, I think he's still kind of holding out for money, or did they ever get settled for that?
I thought it did.
Maybe it did get settled for that, but
Yeah.
last I heard that they were still talking about money. But no, that's definitely not the. And I think this is Calais Campbell's last year, so
Yeah.
good for him. I think he's going to finish out in Arizona, which I have a lot of
Mhm.
respect for Calais Campbell. Las Vegas, easy win, unless Fernando Mendoza is just looking like
Yeah.
the
Him or
next.
Kirk Cousins. Yeah.
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 Chargers, I'm also going to give us a dub. Washington, that's an interesting
Depending
team.
on
That's an
which
interesting
Washington
team. You know
shows
what I
up.
mean? Like, yeah, Daniel or Jaden Daniels, he had some kind of sloppy games last year.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of seeing if he's going to do better. And if he does better, it might change as we go in.
Mhm.
But right now, I'm looking at dub. Again, Arizona, we're going to be dub, which this is all like best case scenarios for me.
Yeah.
That we're going into week 11, only one loss. Is that like super realistic? Probably not.
No.
But just like gut reaction, I have a better feeling. Green Bay, that one I'm really interested in. Like with Tucker Kraft looking to be back.
Yeah.
I'm interested how Jordan Love does. Does Micah Parsons get his kind of motor running? Especially if you're going to be having a game where you're competing against Myles Garrett and the potential of Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
Like you're going to want to try to like, hey man, you two aren't just the big dogs. I'm also a big dog. That being said, I still see it as a dub. Like the wide receiver cores,
Dub City.
I just don't think it stands up. Kansas City, that's interesting.
At home though.
At home though, Prime Video, so that must be Thursday night. Another Thursday night. Nice.
Yeah, you got two.
Nice. Honestly, historically, we kind of play a little iffy on Thursday nights.
Yeah.
Like we've had some losses where we definitely could have won. I'll be a little less greedy and I'll say potentially lose to Kansas City. But let's just I'm kind of nervous. If I'm Travis Kelce or if I'm a Kansas City fan, I'm looking at it like, should Travis Kelce be back? My answer is no.
No.
I think he's been kind of
He's been on the decline.
I was gonna say life for a better term, he's a little washed.
Yeah.
Rashid Rice, if he can stay healthy and because he got injured last year because of Travis Kelce. Am I wrong? Or is it Patrick Mahomes or somebody ran into him or something like that?
It was Kelce. Took out his knee and bent it backwards. Yeah.
So kind of interested on that one. I'm gonna say like, all right, and that's the thing too. Either it's one of the situations. If we win versus Kansas City, we might lose versus San Francisco. Especially like I always see us trading. So you know what? I would say we drop Kansas City, we drop San Francisco. We're kind of in that spot where we kind of fall into where it's like, we kind of drop back to back. We need a good comeback game. We'll whoop up on Dallas. Which I think also is an interesting game, man.
Yeah,
that's another interesting game. Like
Dallas looked good last year
with George Pickens. Well, here's the thing: they have opportunities where they shoot themselves in the foot.
Yes,
and that's how I kind of gauge that one. And then Seattle, I see us splitting. Tampa Bay, that's an interesting game too. Man, I don't love our schedule. Our schedule is kind of tough this year.
Kind of tough.
Like, man, there's not a lot of ones that I'm looking at as guaranteed easy games.
So your best case scenario, you're what? This is going into Seattle week 15 with one bye. So 14. You're looking at 11-3 going into Seattle on Christmas Day.
I think
that's your best case scenario. Then split. So 11-4.
Yeah. Well, so we'll do 12-4, and then with that Tampa Bay, I can like best case scenario, optimistics all high, 13-4.
Yeah.
Going into postseason.
And then,
Do I think that's on the horizon? That's like best case scenario.
yeah. Now, worst case scenario, like let's say,
Oh man, worst
yeah,
case scenario.
worst case scenario, you said you're not so good on Thursday nights, so maybe you drop that San Francisco game.
I would
Opener.
have said we're not going to drop both games in San Francisco. Like
Yeah.
that's just not happening. And I had us splitting the San Francisco series. I had us splitting the Seattle series. We're not going to split Arizona. Like that's a non-negotiable for me.
So do you lose to both Philly and Buffalo?
Potentially,
Okay.
like that's a potential. Los Angeles, I don't know. I don't really. I don't see that one right now. Washington, I mean, that's a potential. Green Bay, there's a potential. Dallas, there's a potential. Tampa Bay, like these are all games that like they're a little bit closer. Like right now, looking like so far away.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm very comfortable saying, at best, 13-4.
At worst, would you say 9-8?
No, hell no,
No.
absolutely not, absolutely not.
No.
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
Not even going to entertain 9-8.
Okay.
That to me is that's crazy.
Crazy.
With just the roster that we're building, man, like
Yeah. So for me and the Steelers, I'm thinking we win against Atlanta. In New England,
can you break down that Atlanta one? Because honestly,
Atlanta,
I think
I
it's at home for
it's
you
at
guys.
home. Atlanta last year did not impress me. And they also did not make a lot of moves in the offseason.
Atlanta was one game away from making the playoffs.
But they also had that whole division was like barely over like at 500, underneath 500. Like the Panthers almost had a chance to get in the playoffs as well.
And I think that's more like about the competition that the NFC, because the AFC North wasn't in a great spot either.
The AFC North was Pittsburgh and the Ravens. And the Ravens,
but even Pittsburgh, everyone knew that they like that was not a realm. Like that was not going to happen.
It could have,
Nobody saw that. Like they're all looking at it like, man, like that was not the squad to do it.
Whatever, right? And then now we have Michael Pittman Jr. We have DK Metcalf. We picked up what's his face from Rico Dowdell. We have Jalen Warren, Pat Fryermuth, and we got a whole new staff.
So you're looking more like kind of different from how Steelers usually be, where the defense is kind of what you're looking at. Maybe this is the
year
new
of the offense.
Not even the year. Like this is the new 10 year that the offense is gonna take over that. Okay.
Yeah. Like obviously defense will be a staple.
Like TJ Watt's still there.
Yeah.
Jalen Ramsey's still there.
Yeah. Like
almost
they're
Whamsy.
Whamsy.
Yeah, almost Whamsy.
Jalen Whamsy. Like obviously the defense will be a staple for Pittsburgh. I'm not the biggest fan of Aaron Rodgers staying there, but he did post on Instagram last rodeo or like one last rodeo with like his offensive
he took everyone on like this like ranch trip thing. I saw that.
Well, I think that's his ranch, I'm fairly certain.
Is it?
I'm fairly certain. But yeah, when I saw him and DK Metcalf ripping cigs with fucking, cowboy hats and everything like that, I'm like, all right, like these guys are on a vibe this year that I think they can do something. There's a lot of haters. I've been seeing it all over, like on Instagram, saying the Steelers are just going to be mediocre. The vibes I'm getting from like what people are posting and like what's coming out of interviews, I feel like it's going to be a more offensive year compared to the last since Big Ben's been there. And even before then, before Big Ben fucked up his shoulder.
Let me ask you this now. We haven't even looked at the schedule. But going off of vibes and cigarette Instagram posts, do you think the Steelers are going to make the playoffs, even as a wild card?
I think as a wild card, yes.
As a wild card, yes.
Yes.
Okay, that being said, let's get into this.
So, yeah, beat Atlanta. If it was playing New England late in the season, I would say this is an L, but I think early season, we are going to come in better for this.
But this New England team got beaten so badly in the Super Bowl, but they were
I think
they wanted it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like I feel like Mike Rabel is going to be like they're not going to be a woe is me season.
No, I don't believe so either. But I think it will be a one possession game against New England for
That
the
you
Pittsburgh
barely-
Dub.
you-
Yeah.
Just barely good.
Yep. Now,
in Scarborough though.
yes.
Okay.
And that's why I think it'd be one possession in a hard fought game. And then we have Cincinnati at home. Last time we played Cincinnati at home, we lost. The last couple seasons we played them, we've lost at home, but then beat them in Cincinnati. So with Cincinnati and the Ravens, let's just say I'm guarantee you it's going to be split, just like last season.
And I think that's the same way I looked at the Rams. Like
Yeah.
and then I think the Browns, I think you all have them, but
Yep.
man, they got Pro Bowl quarterback Showtime Shador Sanders, bro.
Or Deshaun Watson this year.
Maybe.
Deshaun Watson.
Maybe.
But yeah, I think let's just go with that, where we lose to Cincinnati at home, but we beat them away. Let's just stick with that.
Okay.
Beat Cleveland. The Colts, I'm interested to see because of what's his face, Danny Dimes, and then also Jared, what's his face, their running back.
Jared, are you talking about Jonathan Taylor?
Jonathan Taylor, that's what it was.
Like
I don't know why I said Jared.
Jared,
but
I started like going through the thing. I was like, who the heck is Jared?
Jonathan Taylor,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You got also Tyler Warren.
Tyler Warren. I'm going to lean this one towards an L for right now. I just kind of want to see how Indianapolis looks in that first couple
That was
weeks.
a team that started so hot last year
Yeah.
and then just absolutely crashed.
Exactly. And I think maybe they're coming back with a vengeance. Like they did finish out pretty good with Phillip Rivers, but
The one thing I'm a little concerned about is them like having Alec Pierce kind of hold out and then paying them the money they did for him. Is like to me is like
and they did lose Michael Pittman
they
to the
lost Michael
Steelers.
Pitt, and that's the thing that I'm looking. That's where I was actually kind of surprised that you said edge.
I'm saying L just to be on that safe side, and also like in the first 5 games, I'm at least expecting 1 L. If it's not Indianapolis, it's New England. Kind of like you with Philly or Buffalo, right? I'm expecting at least 1 loss going into week 5. I think that's pretty fair to say.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, I have 2 losses right there against Cincinnati. I think we beat Tampa Bay. We beat New Orleans, beat Cleveland, and then beat Cincinnati. So at this point, we're 9-2, potentially 9-3.
I think you're overlooking that either the Tampa Bay or New Orleans because
I'm thinking Tampa Bay is going to be
What
a
I'm-
dogfight.
what I like with it, and that's what I think Baker Mayfield's a scrappier dog than Aaron Rodgers is in their careers, and especially like how bad kind of Tampa Bay was, where like they just weren't meeting expectations kind of middle of the year. I think they're going to try to come back a little bit better, and
That's why I'm thinking
the Steelers tend to play down to their competition. Is that fair to say?
That was last season with Mike Tomlin and all the problems that they had.
Yeah, if we're going to just put it on the Tomlin era, because I wouldn't say that's the last year. I think that's a consistent problem.
Yes. But, okay, you know what? Here, I'll give you Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Philly. I'm also going to say an L. But I'd like to say dub, if that makes sense.
And I think we're both giving Philly a lot of grace.
Me too. Because, like, they do have Saquon. They were an electric team 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, and that's I've been putting a lot of stock in Saquon to see if maybe he's
Yeah.
going to bounce back.
Because it really seemed like they had a lot of locker room problems last season.
Yeah.
And they were barely scraping by. But I'd really like to say a dub against Philly, but it is in Philly. So it is that inner Pennsylvania rivalry. I think we beat Denver. We beat Houston. And we beat Jacksonville. Lose to Baltimore.
Sorry, I'm sorry. So you said beat Denver, beat Houston, and beat Jacksonville?
Yes. We have 2 home games. And then we have an extra day as a rest before traveling down to Jacksonville. And then we lose to Baltimore. I think we beat Carolina. Tennessee, because they started to look kind of good, but also kind of not, like last season. And they made a lot of moves in the offseason too to boost up that team and build around Cam Ward. With all that being said, I think we dub and then dub over Baltimore.
So what I will say about that last game in Baltimore. Actually, so what are we sitting at? You're looking at it. We're
L. I said L for Indianapolis and Tampa. So that at that point it's
you have 3 losses.
3-3. Yeah. Dub. So 5-3. 6-3. 6-4. 7-4. 8-4. 9-4. 9-5. 1, 2, 3. So 12-5.
That's insane.
This is my best case scenario, right? Kind of like with yours, right? Best case scenario.
What I would say,
Worst case scenario, lose.
the stretch between Denver and Jacksonville, where you're confidently saying all 3 are wins.
That's another place where I was gonna say L. Oh, I'd say L against Jacksonville because these are 2 home games. L against Jacksonville. Potentially an L against Carolina because they were looking pretty hot last year towards the end of the season. So like maybe they have a come up, they peak at the right time. So that would put me at 10-7. Which is what a lot of people are predicting is 10-7 for the Steelers.
For like best case scenario.
Yeah. Or
just in general.
Yeah, just in general. My worst case scenario is obviously the 9-8 season. Best case scenario is 12-5. So a lot of people are leaning more towards my worst case scenario.
And if you go 12-5, are you can we take a look at Baltimore's schedule? I'm just curious on like.
So a lot of people have Cincinnati winning the North.
Really?
Yes. They have Pittsburgh and Baltimore having both 10-7 seasons.
When you say people, who are these people you're talking
a couple
about?
of Instagram like sports.
Just like kind of like predicting.
Predicting, and like a lot of them are saying 10-7 for both Baltimore and Pittsburgh.
If I'm being honest, 10-7 is kind of like I think my worst case scenario for the Rams.
Yeah. So yeah, with Baltimore, they have Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. Tampa, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's a tough way to end your season.
And then they start off against Indianapolis and then New Orleans. I think
I will tell you, those last 4 games that both Pittsburgh and Baltimore have is going to become super tense.
Yes.
Like it's going to be one of those ones that both teams when it comes down to the final stretch, like they're going to like both of you guys aren't going to want to split those
Yeah.
games. It's like we need those wins to get the North.
And then let's just look at Cincinnati too while we're at it then, I guess. They have Tampa, Houston, Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, and then Miami.
They have a rough start.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a competitive start.
And then Baltimore after their bye.
Which I think is kind of one of the best times to get Baltimore away. Is
Yeah.
right after your bye. If you're Cincinnati, that
And then
is.
they have Atlanta, Pittsburgh.
Well, they have Tennessee, Atlanta.
Yeah.
So like that's a pretty favorable.
But then they finish off with playing against Cleveland, KC, Carolina, the
Even
Colts.
the end of their shift
Yeah.
schedule is pretty tough.
From week 13 to week 18, they have a pretty rough tail end. Do we want to just look at Cleveland too?
Sure, we'll just look at this is the AFC North show after all.
Yeah. A lot of the people that were talking about like the AFC North, they said 2-10 for the Browns. And I'm thinking like one of them is like splitting with Cincinnati.
I can see that.
Yeah. Maybe Tennessee.
I don't know. Last time Tennessee and the Browns played, Cam Ward was very competitive.
Yeah. Maybe Carolina. Or you know what? No, the Jets.
Hmm.
Yeah. You want to look at the NFC West?
No, we're still pretty far out. We can do
Okay.
kind of some of those as we get closer. We're looking to do
Yeah.
our so this is something that Matt pitched to me.
Just kind of last second. I said, I kind of stole it from another Instagram users where he said Big Ben's top 3. I'm like, all right, they're big bud.
We're going vibes, nostalgia.
Yeah, we don't really have stats in front of us.
No.
I guess we kind of have some stats. I use Google AI, and it kind of has like.
And I would disagree with this list.
Oh yeah.
Not terribly, but enough to spit on the AI slop that's in front of me.
Yes.
And so you told me top 10. You got a top 20 list.
I did top 20 just for like maybe there's someone we wanted to pick from.
Mm.
Do you said you had your top 10? While you talk through yours, I'm gonna pick mine.
Okay, I thought we could go kind of like.
I did not pick mine. I just kind of
your idea, but okay.
Yep, I know.
So we're doing from early 2000 till now is how I was described. So I again didn't go off of like pure stats and like who had more passing yards or anything. This is like players that I liked and I thought were pretty good. Starting out at number 10 with 2 Super Bowl wins is Ben Roethlisberger. I thought he was fun to play, or fun to watch. He didn't have like a really boring style. He wasn't like. Well, I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna say that.
Okay.
Because I was gonna say he didn't have a lot of controversies, but that's not entirely true.
No,
I'm not gonna say that. The Super Bowls that he were in were pretty competitive.
Mm-hmm.
He never was like an MVP of a season. I don't really even think anyone would have like put him in like, oh, he got snubbed for an MVP conversation.
I mean, he did have tough competition all the way through.
And I would agree. And I mean, that was like heyday of AFC North football.
Tom Brady, Joe Flacco, all
Tom
that.
Brady. AFC North?
Yeah, sorry. I was just thinking AFC altogether.
Okay, gotcha.
Because we always ended up having to play the Patriots or the Colts when they had Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck when he was fucking.
And to give you this AI list has number 10 as Philip Rivers, which I don't hate. He's just off of my list. So that's my number 9. Not a Super Bowl win, but he has an MVP, is Matt Ryan. I gave Matty Ice just a little bit of like, and I think maybe what I probably could have taken him off my list was his tenure after his MVP run, after the MVP and after the Super Bowl loss, that Matty Ice persona kind of got broken and cracked.
I'd agree with that. Yeah.
And it's one of those things that I was kind of arguing with myself, but I decided to just kind of keep him in because when I was first getting into football, it was that 2010
Julio Jones.
in
Yeah.
a lot of that time frame. So I had Matty Ice on my list. Number 8, who I think a lot of people would not even talk about him. Oh, sorry. Number 9 for this list is Lamar Jackson, which again, I don't hate. Two-time
He's
MVP.
also just younger too, compared to
agree.
the rest of the other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 8, I have Russell Wilson for me. Super Bowl champion, Walter Payton Man of the Year. And watching him early on, especially being a Rams fan, dude, he could sling it. And it's one of those things that off the field, he was a little bit of a corny personality with the Danger Russ and whatever the heck Subway commercials he was doing and the Mr. Unlimited and all that BS. But I think as watching him, he was a lot of fun. I think one of the things his Giants career and his Pittsburgh career kind of sort of tarnish it a little bit. It's he kind of maybe stuck around maybe a little too long. But I really enjoyed watching Russell Wilson, who's number 7 on this. Number 8 is Josh Allen, according to the Google thing. For my number 7, I have Eli Manning, 2-time Super Bowl winner, 2-time Super Bowl MVP, beat Tom Brady off of a Giants team that was not always the best. He's not the best Manning, obviously.
Mhm.
But during that early 2000s, man, it was always fun watching both Mannings go.
Yeah.
So obviously he's not as high up as Peyton, but I have him on my list, which the Google has him at number 11, which I think is a little crazy to have him under Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
But I have him a little bit higher up on my list. Number 6, I have Drew Brees. He has a bunch of different accolades, won Super Bowl. I believe he has a Walter Payton Man of the Year.
I think he also has a couple MVPs as well.
I don't know if he does have an MVP. Can we look that up? I know he has a Super Bowl MVP. I don't know if he has an MVP.
I think
He got
snubbed. I don't want to say snubbed because Aaron Rodgers also played really good.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And
So he was either runner up or he did.
number 5, I have Patrick Mahomes right now. Just the body of work that he's done in his short career, 3 Super Bowls, 3 Super Bowl wins, 3 MVPs.
Mhm.
That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
And the ceiling, for me, this list does not just is set in stone. Obviously this will be set to change.
Yeah.
Obviously, at the certain point, probably Eli Manning was probably, or Russell Wilson was probably a little bit higher. He had some kind of dumb stuff. It lowered it,
Yeah.
Same thing with Matt Ryan. He honestly, I'm kind of looking at it and I'm kind of I'm kind of wishing I didn't throw in Matt Ryan.
Would you put it with Kurt Warner?
I would replace him with Kurt Warner.
Okay, so let's just put Kurt Warner
I'll put Kurt Warner
instead of Matt Ryan. Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, it's embarrassing to say that. I was
Yeah.
oh damn, I kind of forgot the greatest show on turf. Number 4, I have Aaron Rodgers, 4-time MVP, 1 Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Fucking just competitor. Dude, he's on fucking every fucking lunchbox. I mean, the cereal,
Mhm.
posters, whatever. It's hard to grow up when we were growing up and not appreciate what Aaron Rodgers is doing.
Yeah.
Number 3, we can say bias. We can say whatever. I've always had a huge soft spot for Matthew Stafford, even
dude.
when
Yeah,
he was with Detroit.
Yeah.
I've always, and whenever he came over to the Rams, the first season, it was just right during that offseason. I told my coworker, who we can call up, his name's Ethan. He used to, I don't know if he's still in our fantasy. I told him that Matt Stafford was going to be a Hall of Famer and he disagreed with me,
Yeah.
I think he's gonna. I think Matt
Dude, those
Stafford still
prime
have.
Matt Stafford years with Megatron.
And dude, just such a gritty player. I cannot say
Literally,
enough
his
nice stuff.
socket, his shoulder came out of his socket, and he threw a Hail Mary to win a game.
That I mean, he was also injured. He ran up, did a fake QB sneak, or I mean, not even a fake. He did QB sneak it, but he did a fake spike for a QB sneak to score a touchdown. Obviously, the what do you call it? The where recency bias of him
Yeah.
winning an MVP brings him so far up.
Yeah.
But the different accolades he has, he's going to be jumping up on that all-time passer leading and touchdown list.
hmm
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, Super Bowl champion and
Yeah.
MVP. So he's higher up. My number 2, Peyton Manning, 5-time MVP, 2-time Super Bowl champion.
Yes.
Probably should have one more, but kind of had a bad game versus Russell Wilson in the Seahawks.
Yep. And then also the Steelers stole one from him when they won in Detroit against Seattle. We played against them in the divisional round.
Gotcha.
And what's his face? The Buffs.
Jerome Bettis
fumbled on the 1-yard line to ice the game. And they ran all the way back. Ben Roethlisberger got a shoestring tackle. The defense held up and they missed a field goal.
Oh.
And so, I would say they got robbed a little bit. Not so much robbed. It was just unfortunate for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously number 1 is Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I don't think any really was playing that one.
Yeah. So I do.
I will say
speaking
honorable.
about Kurt Warner, I almost want to.
So I guess I didn't do an honorable mentions. I for just me growing up and for like Cam Newton, his couple years where he had like super impactful for like me and my friend group because we lived on the East Coast. So like he definitely should get an honorable mention for me. And then Donovan McNabb is also going to get an honorable mention from me.
Yeah.
But I'll just stick myself to 2.
I have 2 honorable mentions. I almost want to put in a third just for Kurt Warner because honestly, all 3 of these people could flip flop and be number 11, or I could be convinced to switch one out with one of the, I'd say at least 8 through 10 players that I have. I could be argued out of it. So I have Kurt Warner, Phillip Rivers, and Eli Manning in my honorable mentions.
Interesting. Okay.
Eli had, in my opinion, and this is no disrespect to him, he had 2 good seasons where he beat the Patriots. And one of them was he got dragged by his defense for the Super Bowl and somehow pulled away with a win. And then the other one, their offense showed up for it. But other than that,
so for both those or both the Super Bowls, he got MVPs for just.
I know, but I'm saying that whole season his defense dragged him.
Oh, the season. Okay,
yeah,
I meant just for that Super Bowl.
No, not for those Super Bowls. Yeah. My number 10 is Josh Allen. I was very hung up between Lamar and Josh Allen for 9 and 10.
I was looking at them. It's one of those things that is just
they don't have the years.
I was leaning so much more into nostalgia when I was making my list.
Oh, same here. Number 8 I have is Russell Wilson.
Who's number 9?
Lamar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so you have Josh Allen 10, Lamar 9.
Yep. Kind of like how you had Lamar at 9, I think, or 8.
I didn't have Lamar in.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay.
I had him just off my list.
And then this one, I have a little bit biasy between Matt Stafford and Ben Roethlisberger. I have Matt Stafford at 7, Ben Roethlisberger at 6.
Gotcha.
And that's where my own personal bias comes in. For me, with Ben Roethlisberger, there's multiple games where he threw for over 500 yards. The few times he would run down the field and put his body on the line because he was a big ol' honking of a dude. The one thing whenever I think of prime nostalgic quarterback play was pocket passing and Ben Roethlisberger's pump fake and how the camera would shift because he would pump fake so hard. It's just like, oh, he threw the ball. And it's just like, oh no, Ben Roethlisberger's all the way on the outside, diving for a 3-yard gain with his 6'12", 40,
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I have Patrick Mahomes at number 5. I don't like the AI slop putting him at number 2.
Yeah.
I think that does disrespect to Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, and Drew Brees.
I'm a little surprised that you have him honestly so low on number 5.
Yeah, I do have to respect his 3 Super Bowls and 3 MVPs. Like, that is something I have to respect, and that's where, like, I'm gonna put him at number 5.
And that's why I have him over Drew Brees, just for accolades.
Now, for me, I have Drew Brees over Patrick Mahomes, purely a little bit more for nostalgia. Like, watching Drew Brees and what he did, like, he was an undersized quarterback. He had fucked up his shoulder before his rookie season, had to get surgery, got transferred or traded from the Chargers to the Saints, and then took them to their first ever Super Bowl right after Katrina. Like, his story hits home for me, and also, like, how they played, too. I was just like...
If they could do more in the postseason, though, I would have a different choosing, but...
Drew Brees was definitely a nostalgia pick for me at number 4. This one might be a little bit controversial. I have Peyton Manning at number 3.
Whoa.
I don't know. I can't name specifically why. I just thought Aaron Rodgers was better in his prime.
That's crazy.
Just a little bit. And that's why I said it's a little bit controversial,
I think it depending on I think most of the measurables, I think Peyton Manning is better on Aaron Rodgers.
I agree. And this is just going from my gut feeling.
Okay.
And like how I felt about it and like watching them play. I thought Aaron Rodgers was just a little bit better. And then obviously I have Tom Brady at number 1. Like, it's kind of hard to argue,
Yeah, can you imagine anyone like, all right, number 10, Tom Brady.
Like,
honorable mention.
Some of these new kids probably would be saying some shit like that.
Honorable mention.
They'd be like, Shedeur Sanders, number 1. And it's like, shut the fuck up. But, yeah. Do we want to, like, get our own combined number, like, top 10 list?
Yeah. We can do that. So number 10, I think if we did Josh Allen at 10, I like that one.
I like it as well.
Because he only has, one MVP?
Yep.
They've never sniffed a Super Bowl. But he's a great player to watch, and he's a whole lot of fun.
Which I remember in my bold predictions.
Great nostalgia.
In my bold predictions, I said Josh Allen gets over the Super Bowl hump and actually sees the Super Bowl.
So number 10.
Yes.
I like him. I'll let you lead the dance with a 9.
I'm stuck between Russell and Lamar. What's killing me up with Russell is how he's been playing lately.
Well, he's retired.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
He's done. Pretty
much from Denver onward is where, like, it really kills me with Russell Wilson. Even his time in Pittsburgh, like... But I can't deny those years when he was really good.
And that's the thing. Like, they talk about, like Lamar Jackson being a dual threat, like Russell Wilson was also. Like, in there, like, he was a great dual threat. In my opinion, he has a way better arm than Lamar. So that's why I'm leaning Lamar 9, Russ 8.
Yeah. And with Russell Wilson, too, it's just like, he would extend plays. He wouldn't just run down the field like Lamar does.
Yeah.
He would extend plays and try and push one down the field.
And there's also like this isn't correct, but like when I look at a player too, I also look at the team that they're on, and like just watching Russell with the Legion of Boom during those years, man, like they were hard to beat.
They were. So we have Josh, Lamar, Russell. You pick number 7.
Number 7, I feel comfortable putting Big Ben here.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot. Like, I admitted my own bias with put him at 6, but yeah, I think 7 on this list. Yeah, comfortable. With number 5,
I'd say this is where we put Drew Brees. In my opinion, Matt Stafford is a better QB than Drew Brees.
Yes.
And that's not even, for me, that's not even a biasy thing.
No, I
I
agree.
just think if we're talking,
and that's who I was thinking for 5 and 4. I'm like
5.
Matt Stafford or Drew Brees.
Yeah, 5 for I like Drew Brees 5. Matt Stafford, what would we say, 4?
Yeah.
3. Rodgers.
Oh no, Drew Brees 5, yeah, Stafford 4. No.
Did we miss a number?
Yeah, we forgot 6. So Drew Brees 6, Matt Stafford 5.
5.
Yeah.
And then I'm comfortable putting, and we can talk about this.
Patty Mahomes.
4, Patty Mahomes. 3, Aaron Rodgers. 2, Peyton Manning. 1, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I think you got to look.
As much as I would love to put Aaron Rodgers at 2, I do have to look at the measurables there.
I feel like you talk to most people.
They're going to say Peyton Manning, the sheriff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where like I have to fold because it's not my own specific list. But
so just recap, we said number 10, we got
Josh
Allen. Number 9, Lamar. Number 8, we had Russell Wilson.
Yep.
7, we have Big Ben Roethlisberger. 6, we have Drew Brees. 5, we have Matt Stafford. 4, we have Patrick Mahomes. And then we got
Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady.
So let us know your list of QBs from the 2000s till now.
What about our honorable mentions? Because I'd love to put Kurt Warner.
Honorable mention Kurt Warner, obviously greatest show on turf.
Phillip Rivers, like he was arguably one of the better quarterbacks of his era that never saw a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm okay throwing him in there. I'm willing to just not even talk about Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
Even though I like that mystique of Matty Lights during
his year, and then Cam Newton too. Like what he did, 2,000 yards of rushing, and then like
that swagger
5,000 yards
to
of
replicate.
passing.
And I don't think anybody is ever gonna have that much. Like just like I'm trying to think of like not cliches or like cringy terms, but like
dude, yeah, no, honestly,
the feeling that like Cam Newton gave out during those times of being Superman,
his vibe, like every kid was doing
this and the dab,
the dab.
Like, oh man,
every like when I played football too, like every other kid had Cam Newton's cleats as well. His Under Armour super high up ankle.
No, yeah, everyone's kind of rocking his style.
Oh yeah, like everybody wanted to be Cam Newton. Unfortunately, injuries kind of ruined his career.
Yeah,
and then also being stuck on Panthers too.
For a while, and then
with Greg Olsen retiring too after the Super Bowl.
His stint in New England.
Yeah, which like we all were sitting there like, you know, Tom Brady just went over to Tampa.
Yeah,
and they're like, well, Bill Belichick is the greatest coach. But he's kind of like destroying his own legacy right now.
Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Yeah. But I think that's a good way to end. Thank you guys for joining the MattCast podcast. I am Matty Lights with my co-host, Matty J. And we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.
This week's episode of the MattCast podcast is brought to you by Hart Ventures Electrical Services. Looking for reliable, fast, and honest electrical work you can actually trust? Look no further than Hart Ventures Electrical Services. Whether it's a flickering light, a full panel upgrade, or wiring your dream home, Hart Ventures gets the job done safely, efficiently, and no shortcuts, no surprises.
What really sets Hart Ventures apart is their commitment to the community. He's not some big, out-of-town chain. He lives here, he works here, and he stands behind every job he does. That means free estimates, clear communication, and service that treats your home like it's his own.
From emergency repairs to energy-efficient upgrades, Hart Ventures Electrical Services has you covered 24/7. So next time something sparks, hopefully not literally, give them a call and see why your neighbors keep them on speed dial.
Thanks again, Joe, for sponsoring this episode's week of the MattCast.